This is Hannibal here from thehannibaltv.com with a quick daily wrestling news update for you. Dynamite had their 200th episode this past Wednesday, featuring none other than Rob Van Dam, who I've interviewed on this channel and I like, and I'm for the people that are hating on AEW bringing him in, he can still go. He's only in his early 50s, and they need names. There's so many no names on the AEW roster. They need names, so I'm glad they're bringing him in and giving him a payday. The ratings was 0.31, which, if you go back 2 years, the debut episode got a 0.68. So not even half the rating that they got for the debut episode. However, I mean, they have almost 80,000 tickets sold for Wembley Stadium. They're regularly getting over 3,000 people at their tapings. I know they do comp a lot, but that's way better than Impact ever did for audiences. There's a good buzz about them. They have 3 shows now, which I think they only agreed to the third one because supposedly it's like a $200 million deal, is the rumor and innuendo. The official price has not come out yet. Rampage has suffered the most from adding the third show. But yeah, they need more names. And I hope Rob Van Dam isn't just a temporary name. He's also really smart. And let's get into the other news. Ted DiBiase Jr., who had quite a long run in WWE, but for whatever reason left wrestling, which is probably a big mistake because now he's facing 45 years in prison, being charged with the theft of millions of US dollars in federal funds that were part of a Mississippi welfare fraud scandal. Ted DiBiase Sr. and his other son that was only in development are also involved in this, but Junior is, to my knowledge, the first to actually be facing a formal sentence. Apparently, he was also charged with conspiring to commit wire fraud and money laundering. He pled not guilty and is set to appear for a status conference on Monday, August 14th. The indictment has alleged DiBiase and his co-conspirators of fraudulently receiving federal funds from programs such as the Emergency Food Assistance Program and temporarily assistance for needy family programs for personal use and benefit. I don't know any inside details of this, so I'll assume innocence until proven guilty, but taking money intended for needy families and the poor, I mean, that's sad. I did do an interview with Ted DiBiase Sr. The link is in the description. I was falsely put in jail last year, and I can tell you I didn't have a criminal lawyer at the time, and my parents were overseas on vacation. And the Canadian system is a pretty hard one. It's actually harder than the U.S. system, I believe, for jails. There's 3 to a cell with 1 person on the floor. But I can tell you it's not fun. So, I mean, I'm not knowing the details of him. I'm not going to cast a guilty or innocence on him because I don't know any of the details of it. But 45 years in prison seems like a horrible sentence he's facing. That's essentially the rest of his life. Who even knows if he'll make another 45 years? I mean, he could be out on parole before that, but I don't know what the prison system in Mississippi is like. But I mean, he's got to be losing some sleep over that. Those are some heavy charges. It remains to be seen whether DiBiase Sr. will be formally charged or not as far as facing jail time.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews,